Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome you all to the online class of Dr. Khastagir, Government Girls High School. Before starting our today's class, I want to wish you all a happy Independence Day. Though late, but I want to remember the people, our freedom fighters, the great sons of our soil who sacrificed their life for the freedom of our motherland. You know, the whole country observed the birth anniversary of our great leader, the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and also 50 years celebration of our Independence Day. So I hope you all will bear that spirit of courage, integrity, and sacrifice within you, and try to build up yourself like those people. You will prepare yourself ready for the country so that you can serve your country. Okay, let's start our today's class. I want to introduce myself. I am Sabrina Islam, assistant teacher, English. So our today's class is on your English first paper. So now look here, what can you see here? You can see there are many pictures of what? Yes, some great people and some great events. What are these? The first one, you can see Neil Armstrong, the first man to walk in the moon along with his group. The next one is, yes, Kazi Nazrul Islam, the national poet of Bangladesh. Then you can see tourism in Bangladesh. Next, yes, who is that person? He is Nelson Mandela, the first democratically elected president of South Africa. And we can say him a symbol of resistance to the anti-apartheid movement. Next one you can see, yes, who was he? The inventor of radio. What is the name? Yes, Marconi. Then you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people who were awarded with Bir Sreshto, the highest recognition of Bangladesh for their contribution in the liberation war. Next one, William Shakespeare. He's called the greatest playwright of all time. Then you can see Humayun Ahmed. You can say him a teacher, author, playwright, and also filmmaker. Then you can see, what is that? Yes, this is the great ship Titanic. Next one, this is a map of ancient Dhaka. And the last one, you can see Interpol, that is an international organization. So I want to introduce, actually I want to say you something, that is these points or these great people, about these great people and some great events, you don't have in your EFT book, but you have other things there in your EFT book. So actually I think you can understand easily what I want to say you. That is, I am talking about your unseen text. Unseen text that you will not get in your EFT book. So today's topic is from your reading test, unseen part, unseen passage, you can say. So which one I am going to, actually all these topics cannot be described or discussed today. So I am going to start only one. Okay, look here. You can see a picture. Yes, the name is written here, Munshi Abdur Rauf. You know, he is one of those 7 people who were awarded with the highest recognition, Bishresto, for their supreme sacrifice, or we can say for their bravery, for their contribution in the liberation war, for the cause of for saving our motherland. So our today's topic is about Munshi Abdur Rauf. He is called also Lance Naik. Today I am going to give you some information about this great man. Okay, now look here. Before going to the text, the passage, I want to introduce you with some important words and their meanings so that you can understand the text easily. Okay, what are those words? The first one, regiment. This is a noun form. And what does it mean? A permanent unit of an army, typically commanded by a lieutenant or colonel. Next one, preliminary. This is an adjective form, preceding or done in preparation for something fuller or more important. So I think you can understand preliminary, we can say primary, or the starting, beginning, regarding training. And after taking this training, one can receive advanced training. And this is important for the own field, for the own job field. Next one, infantry. This is also adjective. Yes, we can say soldiers, trained, armed, and equipped to fight on foot, where they practice. We can say infantry unit. That means the place where the soldiers are trained, armed, and they do all these things practicing on foot. That is infantry or infantry unit. Next one, posthumously. That is adverb. What is that? After the death of the originator. For example, someone was awarded with any recognition or any prize after his death. In that case, we can use this one, posthumously. So we have understood all these words, all these 4 words. Then look here, this is the passage or unseen passage, or you can say text. What is written here, I am reading it out. Try to understand and listen attentively. Munshi Abdur Rauf was a Lance Naik in East Pakistan Rifles during the Bangladesh Liberation War. He was born on 1st May 1943 at Salamatpur village under Walmari Thana, currently Madhukhali Thana in Faridpur district. His father was an imam at a local mosque and the mother was a housewife. Rauf had 2 sisters, Jahura and Hajara. After his father's death, Rauf had to stop his education at his 8th grade. Why? For getting a job. He joined the East Pakistan Rifles on 8 May 1963. He had to increase his age 3 years in order to get the job. After the preliminary training at the EPR, that means East Pakistan Regiment camp at Chuadanga, Rauf went to West Pakistan to receive advanced training. We have already mentioned what is advanced and what is preliminary. He was enlisted in the East Bengal Regiment on 8 May 1963 and was attached to a regular infantry unit. We have discussed already, and fought in Sector 1 during the War of Liberation. Munshi Abdur Rauf embraced martyrdom on 18 April 1971 at Burighat in Chattogram Hill Tracts, after causing damage to Pakistan Army with his MG and forcing them to retreat. He was buried at Naniar Upazila in Rangamati district. In recognition his valor and sacrifice, You can say this one, the meaning of this word, that is courage in the war of liberation. The government of Bangladesh adorned him with the highest gallantry award, that is Birseshto. The Bangladesh Rifles promoted him posthumously to the rank of honorary Lance Naik in 1973. So this is our unseen text. I think you know actually what activities, what items you have to do from these unseen text. I want to introduce you with those. So if you can't understand the text at that time, you should read it more than once. So you can read it as much as you need. Now I'm going to the next part. Look here. Complete the following table with information from the passage. This is called information transfer. Yes, this item you have to do by taking information from the given unseen text. Okay, you can see here the gaps. Here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in these 5 gaps, you have to put information from the text. So you can see here, Munshi Abdur Rauf is written here. Main focus, our glorious war of liberation. Then here is one gap. He was awarded Birseshto. So which word we can use here? Next one, you can see who, what, event, year, where, how, why, role. I think all of you can understand actually the activities that you have to do to fill up these gaps, because you are doing this activity from class 6. Okay, next one. Munshi Abdur Rauf was born. Here you are required to put about the year. Then he joined. You are asked to mention about the place. Where did he join? Yes. Next one, he event. That means what did he do in 1963? And the next one, he embraced martyrdom in 1971, Burighat. Then what was his role at that time? At the time of his death, what was his role? So these are the points you have to fill up. You have to put information from the text. I am showing you the text again. Yes, this is the text. So when you do these activities, you put the information, just put the information, only the words for each gap, not the whole sentence. Okay, I think you have already understood these, actually which words will be used here. I have done it for you. Now match your answer with my ones. Look here. Yes, I have put here number 1, in number 1 recognition. Only the word. What is Birseshto? Yes, this is the highest recognition. So we have written here only recognition. Then year, in 1943, when Munshi Abdur Rauf was born. Next, the EPR, that is the East Pakistan Regiment. I have written here in short. You can write it in full form. Next, the activity or the event of Munshi Abdur Rauf. He was enlisted. And try to write here, okay, think about the, you can look at the unseen text, and sometimes, for example, was enlisted. This is in passive form. And the last one, he embraced martyrdom in 1971, Burighat. And his role was, yes, he forced Pakistani army to retreat. That was his role. So by this way, in this way, you can complete, you can put the information in each gap. And I think you know, for class 10 and for the, sorry, not 10, for the SSC examinees, there is a little bit change. They have to do it. They have to put information in 6 places. But for you, for the students of class 9 and 10, you have to do in 5 places. Do this in 5 places. So this is called information transfer. So only put the information that is required from you in each gap. Next, there is another activity from your unseen text. What is that? The summary writing. The summary writing. I have done it for you. Look here and try to read this, try to understand what is here. Yes, I am reading it out. Munshi Abdul Rauf is a Bangladeshi martyred freedom fighter. He had a very short lifespan of 27 years. Started from 1943 to 1971. Next, the major activities of his life were joining the East Pakistan Rifles and being enlisted in the East Pakistan Regiment in 1963. Another event or activity that is causing extensive damage to Pakistan Army and forcing them to retreat in 1971, etc. These are the events in Munshi Abdul Rauf's life. I have written it together. He was awarded the highest prestigious recognition, Birshresto of bravery in the Liberation War. So this is the summary of the given unseen text. I have done it for you, for showing you actually how to write summary. So I think you can notice something here. I didn't write any sentence that is given in your unseen text. So I want to show you actually what are the points I have followed here. Look here, what you should follow actually when you want to write a summary. Look here. At first, read the whole passage once, twice, or several times as you need. If you think that you didn't understand at your first reading, you can read it again. Next, try to understand the theme. You know, in any text, in any passage, actually there is something, main theme or main thing that the writer wants to focus, wants to point out. There are many things, but all those things are not necessary. Next, identify the key points related with the theme. And then you can underline actually the important lines, the key points, which you can relate with your main theme. Use simple sentences. Simple sentences as much as you can. Try to do it. Next one, no use of information out of the given passage. That means we are reading about Munshi Abdul Rauf. Don't write something that is not given in your passage. Next one, write in your own words. Write in your own words. Don't copy some of the sentences of the passage. We see many of you write down actually the same sentences as they are given in the unseen text. So don't do this. You should write the sentences from your own. Next, write in random text, not in isolated sentences. That means you have to write the sentences so that there will be a connection, a relation among those sentences, not isolated sentences. That means related, not you have to relate all the sentences that you write for summary writing, for developing a summary. Last one, use of 1/3 words of the given passage. I have given here the example. That means what you should do. For example, in this unseen passage, I have used 150 words. So in that case, you have to write 1/3 words, 1/3. That means 50 words. And you can use more or less 5 words. That means 5% plus or minus is okay. And the summary that I have shown to you, that is within 50 words. So don't count the words, but you have to actually understand the size and in this summary writing, actually the number of the words is very much important here. Don't write the whole text, okay? Leave some information that you think those are not necessary for writing the summary. Leave something and then just point out the main points. So use 1/3 of the words of the given unseen text, and don't think that I have written 55 words, no problem is there, or I have written 45 words, there is also no problem. So try to practice in this way that I have shown here to you. I think you all can develop yourself in summary writing. And you know 10 marks is allocated for summary writing. So you should practice it. You should maintain these points in writing summary. So today I have discussed here 2 points. One is information transfer, another one is writing summary. So I want to give you a homework that is also from your unseen passage. Write a summary of the above passage. Yes, sorry, it will not be above, it will be given passage. Yes, this will be given passage in your own words. So this is the passage. I am reading it out for you. The first and foremost quality of a good citizen is patriotism. He should have a genuine love for his country and should have a sense of involvement in its day-to-day affairs, economic policies, and international relationships. All these cannot be achieved overnight. It is the product of a good training and a good heritage and other factors that contribute towards patriotic feeling. Here the spelling is wrong here, you know, feeling spelling is F-E-E-L-I-N-G. I have corrected here. The first among these is the right kind of upbringing. If a child hears only stories of betrayal and listens to a discussion of the various methods of making easy money, he is unlikely to imbibe any good qualities. The hand that rocks the cradle shapes the world. This is a proverb. Honesty, integrity, and self-respect are the qualities that can only be nurtured at home. These form the foundation of good citizenship. A home and a family are a miniature group. If a person gets his values and priorities correct while in it, he will certainly be a good citizen. A good citizen puts his country before self. He should not enter into any contract which may prove harmful to the interest of his country. These are the qualities which add up to strength and character. A farmer, a teacher, and a soldier, each one is important in his own role. He who loves his country puts his heart in him. For this, he stays away from antisocial activities like smuggling and corruption. So I think you understand actually this topic. This passage is given on the quality of the of being a good citizen. And there is also a student's activity is also mentioned here. So try to write a summary of this given unseen passage. I think you all can do it if you follow my one. So I'm going to finish my class today here, do this activity. I hope I'll check this activity very soon. No more today. Thank you all for attending the class. Allah Hafiz.